Welcome to another tutorial of Proflan YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to have a discussion of the topic inequalities for pure 1 Edexcel math. So we're going to have a detailed discussions and get to see what are the questions that have been tested in various questions in various exams and previous years, so that once you are able to go through those questions, you'll be in a position of attempting and doing other questions in your coming exams. If you are new to Proflan YouTube channel, consider subscribing and also leave a comment down below if this video was helpful to you. So we need to move to the first question, and in question 1 here we are told that the figure shows part of curve C whose equation is y equals to f of x, and f of x is 2x squared minus 12x plus 4, and then we're supposed to write 2x squared minus 12x plus 14 in the form a into x plus b squared. So we are going to use completing square so that we can be able to rearrange this equation. We make it in the form that is expected there. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to pick the equation that was given, the equation that we were given there, and then I'm going to group the first two terms with x. We can introduce bracket and then factor out the factor out 2, because it can be able to divide the two terms. So we are going to reduce into this, and now you see, if we are going to complete the square, x squared minus 6x, we are going to say x minus a half of 6 is -3, and then squared, then we subtract the square of 3. Now, if we open the bracket, we shall have 2 multiplied into all the terms that are in the bracket, and eventually this is what we are going to have, which is the expected form that we are supposed to leave in this particular question. Now, when you complete a square like this, you may use this information in order to state the maximum or minimum point of the curve. So in order to get the coordinates of the turning point or maximum point, minimum point, you look at what's inside the bracket. Like for instance, here we are having -3. So when you are going to pick the x coordinate, you are going to take the opposite sign of 3, and that becomes now positive. Yeah, we shall have this turning point that would be now +3, 4, the way it is, and that becomes our answer in that case. Moving to the next part, in the second section, that is third section, that is part C. Here we are told that the line L intersects C at -128 and at P as shown in the figure 5. We are supposed to find the equation of L, giving your answer in the form y equals to mx plus c. So something that we need to remember is that whenever we are trying to find the equation of a straight line, the first thing that we ought to have is the gradient of that straight line. And remember, for you to find the gradient of a line is change in y over change in x. So I'll expect you to go and identify this coordinate because we have obtained it, and we also have the other coordinate as -128. So which will mean that we can now come down here and write the coordinates, and then use these coordinates in order to work out the gradient of this line L. So to get the gradient, this is the formula we're going to use, and we can now identify this as our x2, y2, and this to be x1, y1. Then we substitute that into the gradient formula, and we end up having our final answer as -8. But remember, equation of a straight line is y equals to mx plus c. We already have the gradient, and we can use one of the coordinates or one of the points where the line passes, and then we can be able to use that point values x and y, the gradient that we have obtained as -8. Then now we work out the unknown value of c. Now substituting into that, we are going to have our c equivalent what? If you put that into your calculator and try to put the like terms together, you're going to realize that our c is equals to 20. Then now we can be able to write our equation in the form that was expected, so that we can be able to earn all the marks. If you're new to Proflan YouTube channel, take this chance to like this video and also subscribe, please, so that you can be able to grow this channel. In these videos of Proflan YouTube channel, in the Proflan Patreon page, where you can be able to join just for free, download the papers, so that whenever you are working out these questions, you are in a position of answering them as I'm doing the questions. You try to answer the questions first, and then maybe if there are some areas you find a challenge, you can be able to skip different questions which are